Alright, and welcome back, and this is going to be part 6 of our walkthrough of Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. I think before we continue, we're going to go try and beat the second boss in Forest of the Fallen Giants, which is going to be the Pursuer. It's that boss that we kind of could trigger early, but we skipped over because we weren't quite ready. I think we leveled up after at the end of last episode. I think, yeah, we have a couple of soul items we're going to use right now, which should give us enough souls to upgrade our sword one more time. Force. So that will bring us up to 110. Again, probably not the sword we're going to be using throughout the entire playthrough, but it is a very good starting weapon, so we're going to keep going with that for now. We don't seem to have gotten any new better armor, so we'll continue with what we have. Alrighty, so I don't think we got any Estus shards, I don't remember. Nope, we did not. So we will, like I said, continue. We'll attempt to go beat this boss. I'm not going to guarantee we'll do it on the first try, but we'll give it a go. I also don't remember if there are any NPC summons. If not, we might... Well, we'll see. So to get there, and of course you're gonna hit us. The biggest problem with this wall is the enemies don't seem to suffer from hitting the walls. You hit the wall, you get kind of stunned for a second. It's enough to let them get a hit or two on you. There's two enemies right there. You can either run past them or you can just kind of trick. Oh, and lovely. Not what we wanted. Luckily we are quite a bit higher level than we were when we first fought these guys, so they're not as hard. They don't even hit as hard. We're kind of pinned in a corner here though, which is never good. Keep in mind, even weak enemies in this game can end up killing you. Kind of wasted more health than we wanted to here, but that's Dark Souls for you. Picked up a bastard sword, which I don't think is going to be too much use for us. Yeah, we need 20 strength to use that thing, so we're not going to bother right this minute. So the semi-optional boss, I guess you'd say, is behind this door, which we now have the key. Again, that's the soldier key we got for beating the first boss. Unlock this door. A new enemy type right here. We don't want to fight him in a narrow corridor, because again, we're just going to hit the wall and bounce off, and he's going to get loads of free hits. So as you can see, not too hard of a new enemy, but he does have quite a long flamberge sword, so you kind of want to make sure you've got room to fight these guys. And another. There we go. Take care of him. You can't actually go this way, it's just a nice view. Up the stairs, and another. There are apparently no NPC summons to do this boss. We're gonna attempt it. I'm probably gonna die, to be honest with you, but hey, let's give it a go. There's a bit of a trick to this boss. What you want to do is kind of parry him in front of the catapult ballistas, and then just hit him with the ballista. Easier if you have a friend, because one of you guys can just concentrate on that while the other guy uses the ballista. This boss also has a special move that will just instantly curse you, which means you won't die, but you'll lose a bunch of health, and you'll be instantly made hollow. So right off the bat, he's going to come at you. You want to stand right about here. Do that. If you have time, unlock, which I did not do fast enough, I'm assuming. You want to use this and hit him with it, which we were not quick enough. Taking a bunch of hits for no reason that we shouldn't be taking now. So again, you want to lock on, wait for him to come at you, do this move, do that, unlock as fast as you can, run over. And as you can see, he takes a bunch of damage, and there you go, Pursuer done. You can also just kind of parry him and hit him with your sword normally. Obviously, that was the easier way to do it. And again, if you have a friend, get your friend to use the ballistas while you do the parries. Keep in mind, however, that the ballista arrows will damage other players, whether they be the host or a phantom. So you want to be careful not to hit anyone you're co-oping with. This is another giant tree. You want to keep in mind where this is. You can't do anything with it yet, but we'll get to that later. So a few things we want to do while we're here, and then we'll wrap the episode up. The first thing you want to do is fall down here, to then fall down here, and get a couple of very important items. One, that is not at all what we wanted to press. You will get the Drangleic sword, which is a two-handed sword. It does 180 physical base, which isn't too bad. We're up to about 220, but keeping in mind our fire sword is up to +4, +5 now. However, you need 25 strength and 20 dex to use this thing. It does, however, keep in mind, have A scaling on dex and C scaling on strength, which is much better than what we have. The other thing we want to equip right away, and we can because it's not going to bring us up to over 70%, is finally the Drangleic shield, which is 100% physical block, 70% magic, which is also very good, 55 fire, 55 lightning, 35 dark, 25 poison, 25 bleed, 25 petrify, 25 curse. The important part is now we have a 100% physical block shield. The armor we picked up, we picked up this earlier, which is much higher armor, but as you can see, it's very heavy. And then same thing for the Drangleic armor. It's even better, less heavy, but still too heavy for us. It would bring us up to 80%, and we can't really wear it now. We can't even wear the gauntlets, and we probably can't wear the trousers, barely, but yeah. But, like I said, at least we've got a 100% physical shield. So you want to fall down here. Now, we probably should have cleared these guys before, but they're here now. We're just going to run past them. We've already killed them before. There's no items here that we care about. So we're just going to run past, and we want to go back to where that boss was that we just beat. Two-hand this so that we can take this guy out easily without hitting the wall. He did not drop anything, so we can continue. Now, bear in mind, we do have 22,000 souls, so we might actually pop to town quickly before I show you guys a little bit of a secret. So what you want to do is go back through here, over this way, up, and you'll notice another bird's nest. What you want to do is just stand in it and examine, and you'll be greeted by a cutscene. So we are now in a new area, the Lost Bastille. These chests are not here if you're playing the original Dark Souls 2 version. We're playing Scholars, so they are here. We'll go ahead and open both of these to get another human effigy, which we've used already 2, I think. 2 or 3. For some stupid deaths. And a dull ember. This is an important item. This is pretty much why we came here in this version, Scholars. Like I said, we've got quite a few souls, so we're just going to quickly go to town. I think we did that boss really quickly, so we're going to go to town level, and then we're going to continue here. There's a high chance you end up dying, so you want to be carrying the least amount of souls possible. Level. I think we're gonna put more points into our strength, which does actually up our attack not too badly, our physical defense, and we get 2 points of HP for our troubles as well. Dex, I think we're gonna leave alone for now. What we do want to get up is some endurance, a little bit more vigor so we can take a couple of hits, and then maybe a point or 2 into Vit so that we can wear a bit heavier gear. So there we go, we've spent most of our souls. Let's just go check. Pretty sure we won't be able to wear any of this new stuff. That's worse. That's still way too heavy, and we'd still be at 75, which is still too much. This actually is a better helmet, but I think we still cannot wear that. Yeah, we're still too heavy. We will be able to equip the gauntlets and not the trousers. Let's just compare. That would bring us up to 102. I think the trousers are actually worth it. You can see, I don't remember if it's in this game or if in another one. There you go, your physical defense is at 84. I think this is going to be the best match for us for right now. Not the best looking helmet, but hey. So before we go attempt what we are going to attempt, what you want to do is put a homeward bone in your bar. Keep that equipped, we're going to be needing that. And you want to travel back to Lost Bastille. If you're playing Scholar of the First Sin Edition, this is really not even really worth doing at this point. If you are playing the original version of Dark Souls 2, it is a much more, it's much more worth your while. So you want to quickly come past here. There are enemies in there. You want to get this. Now what we're going to want to do is go get that chest. A very tough enemy is going to spawn here as we open the chest, so we want to grab the chest, run backwards from the enemy, and quickly homeward bone. I'm probably going to die, but I'll show you guys anyway. So we want to open the chest, like I said, and as you can hear, there's the enemy. It's that Pursuer boss that we just killed. He's going to come at us, and now he has new moves, so we want to wait for him to come at us. And then we want to quickly try and homeward bone. He's probably going to kill us while we do this. Nope, no, we actually got it. I'll try and figure out what we actually got, but there you go. Homeward bone will bring you back to the bonfire. You won't lose any of your souls. You won't lose anything. It just brings you back to the bonfire. What did we get for that? Oh, well, there you go. We got... I think we got the covetous snake ring. I'm not sure where... I think we got the ring of blades for killing the pursuer. What else did we get? I was so concentrating on running away and making my escape that I didn't really pay attention. Might have to Google that. I don't remember. The important part is that if you're playing the original version of Dark Souls 2, you get a key from that chest. You also won't have the pursuer. I don't remember if you can do the jump off the ledge to land in that room. If not, you have to go through the room. But you get a key that will let you be able to shortcut the Lost Bastilles area when we get there. We're not going there just yet. So, we're going to call it there, even though this might be a bit of a short episode. We killed the boss, and we got a bit of progress, so we'll just call it there. So join us next time, and we'll continue.